Hey guys, it's Fine Pirk, and today we will be looking at a horror film called It Came From Below. The film starts in a cave where a man is venturing through. He picks up a notebook and frantically writes while whispering, "Don't forget." Hearing a creature roar, he investigates it. Finding a woman, he tries helping her. Suddenly, a creature appears, coming from below her. It demolishes her. The man flees, running into a rock, causing him to black out. The next scene shows Jessie talking about her dad who has passed away, telling the priest how much she appreciates her dad. Suddenly, her friend Sam joins, inviting her to a drink later, also making a joke. He's embarrassed due to not knowing the priest was there, causing him to leave. After Jessie finishes her talk, she cries over the aftermath. As Jessie and Sam are having drinks, he looks through the notebook, making a joke about the strange drawings, causing Jessie to be annoyed, leaving to go outside. Sam rejoins, apologizing for what he said, and tells her he wants to find proof for her father's theory. Jessie opens boxes of her dad's possessions, preparing for the trip. Jessie and Sam meet at the train station. Sam surprises her by inviting his girlfriend, Joanna, and her old boyfriend, Marty. As the group are eating together, Marty looks through Jessie's notebook. He's surprised by her dad's research, encouraging the group of the possibility of an alien hiding in the caves. Joanna mocks him for thinking that a creature is hiding in the caves, causing Jessie to leave. Marty follows Jessie, talking to her. He states he is there for her, and he will leave if she wants. She replies wanting him to stay. Later, the group arrive at the forest. Getting out of the car, they walk through the forest to get their permits. Meanwhile, Joanna is ridiculing the trip, causing Jessie to be aggravated by her, telling her to leave. Sam calms the situation, encouraging them to get their permits, causing the group to carry on traveling. While Joanna is annoyed that Sam didn't take her side, arriving to get their permits, the staff advise them not to go into the caves. Exiting, they walk back through the forest. They find some land to settle down their tent. A distance away, a strange marking is shown on the tree. They set up a tent and sit outside around the fire. Joanna apologizes to Jessie for how she acted before. They continue to discuss about how appreciated they are about Jessie's father. Later, they are preparing to sleep. Marty is engrossed with the notebook and its details. Jessie tells him to sleep and tells him to be careful, as he could get into its head. Going to sleep, he is later woken up due to the sound outside. Venturing outside with a flashlight, he assumes nobody's there, while a silhouette casts a shadow on him. In the morning, the group packs up and explores through the forest, trying to find the cave. Unable to know the way, Marty remembers from reading the diary the directions to the cave entrance. The group arrive at the cave entrance, equipping their safety gear. They all go inside. Exploring the cave, they are frightened by the sound of falling rocks. Following, they go through a narrow area. For a joke, the group decide to turn off their lights, making everything pitch black, as some talk about how peaceful it is, while some feel like there is someone watching them. Suddenly, they hear a noise. Turning on their lights, they see Joanna is standing in a different direction to carry on walking through. Feeling lost on where to go, Jessie tells them that her dad could hear voices. Marty says that from reading the diary, he is experiencing the same. Following the sound, he goes to a rock with symbols. Placing his hand on the rock, he takes his hand off and sees blood. Hearing sounds, he turns and sees strange people attack him. Unknown to him, it's actually the group grabbing him. Marty runs away. The group tries to chase him down, but he falls, causing his light to go out, causing the group to lose him. They stop with Joanna, being aggravated with the situation. She decides to leave, asking Sam to join. Sam declines, stating that Marty is still here, causing her to leave bitter, feeling like he's not on her side. The two carry on, with Sam and Jessie talking about their sad experiences of Jessie's dad and their childhood they had together, causing Jessie to cry as they hug each other. Marty, who's still blacked out, is dragged away. Meanwhile, Joanna is trying to find her way out and sees that the string is cut, causing her to be lost in the cave. The two carry on walking. Hearing noises, they investigate, shining their light into the dark, revealing part of a creature stalking them, making them flee. As Joanna tries to venture out, she hears noises. Turning on her phone to record, she explores, walking down to the sound. Suddenly, she sees a creature. Raising above her, it screams, causing her to run away. Meanwhile, as the two are running, they hear the roar of the creature, causing them to also run. Joanna stops. Turning around, she sees it crawling on the ceiling towards her. Fleeing away, it grabs hold of her. She tries to defend herself, but it bites her fingers off before devouring her from above. Meanwhile, the two are running away. They are shocked by the sounds of a roar. Echoing through the cave, they decide to follow the sounds. Marty reawakes, looking around the room. He sees a man scribbling. In the distance, a man is crawling towards him. Sitting on him, he tells him not to make a sound. Biting his finger, he places the blood on his forehead. Getting his knife, he prepares to kill him. Luckily, he is saved by the two, who throw rocks, knocking the man out. Marty gets hold of him and the knife, killing the man. Standing up, he signals them not to make a sound due to the other people around. He slowly walks towards the two, watching where he stands. As he lends a hand to the two, suddenly the creature arm appears, scaring him, causing him to make a sound. The men attack him, while the two run away. Sam lets Jesse get away, signaling them to chase him. As he runs away, he's stopped by two men. He turns around. He's instantly attacked by the creature, biting half his face off. The two men grab his arms and pull them, making his bones crack and twist, causing him to scream in agony. Jessie, who is trying to venture out of the cave, escapes outside. Running down, she lights a flare before passing out. She wakes up in a bed. Picking up a weapon, she tries to sneak through the rooms, confronting the two staff, Frank and Grace. She's confused whether to trust them, telling them they need to go back into the caves to help her friends. Frank tries to reassure her not to leave and wait for the emergency services to come, but Jessie convinces Frank to check her map to find the caves. While he looks, she attacks him, running out of the room and blocks the door. Encountered by Grace, Grace makes sure Frank is okay. Frank tells her to let her go so she can find her friends. Jessie escapes. She runs away and grabs a knife, running to the caves. The two staff also prepare to go to the caves to try and help Jessie. Marty, who is still alive, he sees the creature drag Sam's body away. He keeps hidden from the creature. Suddenly, it comes above him, inspecting him to see if he's alive before leaving him. The staff go to the caves. Grace finds a symbol placed on a rock near the cave. Finding the cave entrance, they soon meet Jessie. Venturing in, the group soon find Joanna's fingers and her phone. Further walking through, Jessie finds Marty scribbling on a helmet. Surprised by her, they find he is scribbling a symbol. He awakens, rejoining them. They walk back out, exiting outside. Jessie, who is preparing to go back inside to try and find Sam, but Marty tells her that Sam is dead and that he saw the creature. Shocked by the existence of the creature, she ventures back inside to get proof. Unexpectedly, Frank shoots at her, frightening her. Outside, Marty hears the creature's sounds. He tells Grace it's trying to call for help to try and get back home. Frank tries to convince Jessie to escape, but Jessie wants to stay to take a photo of the creature for proof. Marty, who draws a symbol in the ground, tells her how it communicates and its language, helping her to also draw the symbol. He hallucinates seeing himself. As she gets closer to him, it causes him to attack her. She hits him back with a rock. Meanwhile, Jessie and Frank are attacked by the people inside. Jessie repeatedly stabs the woman, but she bites her hand. Frank fights back, freeing himself. He shoots at him. As he is preparing to shoot the woman holding Jessie, he is attacked and killed. A man, seeing Jessie, runs towards her. Grabbing her, he throws her to the side. She kicks him, hitting his head on the rock, knocking him out. Outside, Marty repeatedly attacks Grace, killing her, while Jessie is walking towards the woman, preparing to kill her. The woman asks for help before killing herself. Marty, realizing he was hallucinating, tries to hide Grace's body, moving her away. Jessie, venturing further back into the caves, wanting to get a photo of the creature. Suddenly, Marty appears behind her, and she tells him to leave, but Marty states that he will leave if she does. As they venture further, she stops, placing her phone away. She wants to leave with Marty. Suddenly, turning around, the creature appears. She stabs it and flees, running through the caves to the exit. Going up an incline, she's grabbed onto. Kicking at it, it flees. Rumbling noises of water rushes through, causing the both to get lost in the water. Jessie trying to turn her lighter on. The creature appears behind her, getting attacked by it. Marty saves her. They run to the exit. Marty stops, afraid that he may hallucinate and kill again. Jessie convinces him to carry on, but abruptly, the creature attacks Marty. He's been squished by the creature's foot. Jessie trying to help her, but gets thrown back. She gets a flashback to her father. Her father tells her that he doesn't want her to know what's in the cave, as it could hurt her. Returning back, the creature continues squishing Marty until he is killed. The creature walks towards her, but she escapes into the light outside, making it roar at her. She remembers all her friends who have been killed by the creature. It walks back inside the cave as she cowers in fear. Thank you for watching and liking the video.